Now on Local 5, we take you to the scene of the house explosion that shook a Manawa neighborhood and has left one person dead. Good evening and thank you for joining us for Local 5 News at 10. I'm Robin Oginye. Residents of Manawa were literally rocked by an early morning home explosion that killed one person. Local 5's Rhonda Fox was in Waupaca County and joins us live in the studio with more. Rhonda, what is the latest on this explosion?
Good evening, Robin. What we know right now is that one man has been killed in this blast. Also, the Waupaca County Sheriff's Office still has that area secured. And in this close-knit town, neighbors are obviously shaken.
Unbelievable. That's all I could say. It's just crazy.
Neighbors in Manawa are in shock by an explosion that destroyed this house on County Road T and Island Road.
Felt an explosion talking to my brother. Didn't know what happened at first. Kind of freaked us both out. Started looking around and noticed that there was some smoke coming up the road.
Justin, his brother, and neighbors headed up the road and saw this house completely obliterated and jumped into action.
One of the other neighbors from the other local farm from the other way, first thing he did is turned off the LP tank, and same thing, started yelling around for anybody, and nobody was found.
At approximately 8:45 a.m. this morning, Manawa Rural Fire Department received our page for a house explosion at the intersection of County N and T. We responded fully. We also requested mutual aid from surrounding departments, from Marion, Iola, and Scandinavia. When we arrived on scene, we had a house that was fully exploded on us. We had small fire inside the house at the time.
Next door neighbors' windows blown out and scattered relics of family life show the strength of this explosion.
Now, I'm about 500 feet away from the scene of the explosion, and there's pieces of insulation littered throughout the field. I also talked with neighbors who didn't want to go on camera, but say they live about 12 miles away and they could feel the force of the explosion.
As I was talking to my brother, yeah, I felt basically almost like somebody pushed me from behind as the explosion, when the explosion went off.
The Waupaca County Sheriff's Department and state investigative teams are working to determine the cause of this explosion.
Just unbelievable, completely.
Officials also confirmed there were no other people inside the home at the time of the blast. And neighbors I talked to said the other occupants of the home were at church at the time of the explosion. We will continue to follow this story. Reporting live in the studio, Rhonda Fox, Local 5 News.